All right, Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith, the labor of love and true sincerity. Right, it's the day of the Passover. I do a little bit of running around for brothers start camp and stuff. And, I just wanted to briefly, get into, the importance of, brothers being circumcised, for the Passover, man, and, it's not, well, it's not technically mandatory, but every brother should want to be circumcised for this Passover, because when you go into Genesis, the 17th chapter, this is when, the Lord Yahweh himself made the covenant with Abraham, and said that this shall be a token betwixt me and you and your future generations, that you will circumcise, the males of your household, and when the male be born, they should be circumcised on the 8th day, and that's a sign, a token that we belong unto the Lord, just as when you go into, like for instance, when you go into Numbers, 15th chapter, verses 37 through 40, where it explains how we're supposed to wear the garments with the border of blue and the fringes. And when we look down upon that, it's supposed to remind us of the law, statutes, and commandments that we must keep, that we must follow, under the guidance of our law, statutes, and commandments given to us by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Those are our standards. Those are our ethics. Those are our morals, our principles in which we live by, the laws, okay? And so when you apply, just the way how when we look down upon our fringes in border of blue, we're supposed to be reminded, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Now look at it the flip side. With the Lord, when the Lord sees that, a man is circumcised, that's that sign, that's that token that, okay, you belong unto me. That's important, man. And like a brother, the head brother in my camp, he had to remind me of, what Apostle Ricard had said, the year of the Passover, when we went, to the Apostles' Passover, I believe it was like 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then, Apostle Ramlab, he did his lesson concerning different topics in the Passover, and he mentioned it as well, about if you're a brother that's not circumcised, then what? You can't partake, in the Torah blessing, man. Okay? Now, of course, not to be over righteous, some brothers, according to their situations, may not have, whether it be the health coverage or whatever, to go and get that done, but if you're a brother that's been in this truth, and it's not your first Passover, you should be looking forward, to trying to get yourself circumcised before the next Passover rolls around, because as I was getting into, dealing with that Torah blessing, that's a big blessing, man. That's a very big blessing. Everybody else, you'll have everybody else at the Passover, doing every part of the ceremony, but yet when it comes to touching the Torah and receiving the Torah blessing, now you can't touch that, okay? That's a very big blessing in which you missing out on. And, in the ending, when, and stuff like that, how you supposed to, be praying and, you asking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you saying, Slakia, it slipped my mind. But you're saying, when you touch the Torah, you say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Barak Yah. You asking Yahweh in the name of Yahushai to bless you, man. So you're missing out on that key blessing. And we all know how important, this Passover is. This Passover is dead serious. It's a solemn assembly. And this is our top holy day, of all the holy days in which we have, man. This is primary, okay? That's why it's the first holy day that we have of the year, and just looking at that, how the scriptures say, constantly talks about you praying and you asking for spiritual gifts and things like that. And now you could be looking for certain spiritual gifts, from the Lord, but now why might not you be receiving it, man? Because you're not taking forth or putting forth that effort to go and get circumcised, man, so that you can receive those extra blessings from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, from the Torah blessing, man. That's a key blessing, that a brother can be missing out on. So every brother should want to be circumcised, as we are rehearsing the righteous acts and just knowing the gravity of this truth and knowing how important this Passover is and how important that Torah blessing is, man. That's like you missing a direct blessing from Yahweh Shem Yahushua themselves, from Yahushua himself. Because Yahushua, he is the Passover. So when you look at it through the Spirit, you touching that Torah, and Yahushua, he comes in a volume of the book. He is the law, he is the prophet. He is the New Testament. He is everything concerning the scriptures. So when you look at that on the spiritual note, and you doing that Torah blessing, that's like Yahushua himself is right there in your presence in the spirit, and touching you on the forehead and anointing you yourself and blessing you, man. That's what you can compare that to, or that's how I see it in the spirit, man. Because it's important, man. It's that important. But as I said, not to be over righteous, I know some brothers' situations are different, and can't get it done, but if it's within your power, then you should definitely get that done, man. It shouldn't be, year after year after year, you rolling around, to every Passover, and you're not taking forth the effort, to get that done. Yahweh Shem Yahushua sees, all our deeds, man. So if you have it within your means to do so, and you're not doing that, or you're not taking forth the effort to do that, that could be against you as far as the spirit, and as far as, receiving certain spiritual blessings and growth and knowledge and wisdom and understanding within this truth, man. So, hey, man, this Passover time is very, very serious. Hey, and you know what else? Through the spirit, that's why, possibly, pretty much, you eating a Passover meal, the scriptures say, you could wind up, in Corinthians, you could wind up eating and being condemned, or condemning yourself, putting yourself to condemnation by eating the Passover unworthily. And, this is a time where a lot of guys fall out, before the Passover and after the Passover, because it's just that season where the Lord have to do that purge. You have to purge out that leaven, Galatians 5 and 9, if I'm not mistaken, how you got to purge out that leaven. So, you don't want to be a part of that, man. You don't want to be a part of that, and you don't want to miss out on those spiritual blessings, concerning our top holy day, So, with that, I just wanted to get into that real briefly and mention that to brothers, and I just hope this segment was edifying, to Akim out there, and especially, to Akim that's new in the faith, struggling and striving, to do their best and to learn this truth, to understand this truth, to walk in the right spirit, with the correct knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect out there, doing his work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.